Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So this course is about MySQL tutorial for beginners. So here I'm going to tell you how to create a database and add table in XAMPP using MySQL. So let me start opening my XAMPP. So just open XAMPP control panel. So the version that I'm going to use here is v3.2.2. You can use any of the versions. So after opening XAMPP, just okay, it is already started. So I'm just starting my XAMPP here. Okay, just start the first two, that is my Apache and MySQL, and minimize this. Use any of the web browsers that the browser that I'm going to use here is Google Chrome. You can use any of the web browsers and just type localhost, okay, backspace, php myadmin, fine, okay, and just click enter. So php myadmin page opens here. So here I'm going to tell you how to create a database. So we have an option here, database. Just click on database. So I'm going to create a database here. You can either create a database here, or you can also create a database using SQL query. So this is the easiest one where I can create my database. So I'm just creating my database here. So I'm going to create a database, maybe EMP employee database, EMPDB. So my database name is EMPDB. You can give either any name here and just click on create. So the database has been created. You can just see here my database is employee database. So it has been created already. So after creating the database, you can see the database which is created here. Inside this database, I'm going to create a table. So my table name is employee table. You can give any name for this. So my table is employee table. So I'm going to create my employee table with 4 columns. Okay, you can also add 5, 6 or 1, 2, any number of columns. So that I have selected here is 4 and click on go. So you have to add the field name here. So I'm just giving first name. Okay, first name, and since it is name, I'm just giving the data type as character and the length to be 100, and the next field that I'm going to create is last name. Okay, and this also to be in character with the length of 100, and employee username, that is uname, which is also a character with 100 as its length. And finally I'm going to create employee ID, okay, and let this be an integer value and with length 100. Okay, just click save. So you could see here the table has got created, and this is the structure of your table, okay, with the name and with the type that I have created, and with no values. My table has been created with no values. I have not entered any of the values. Okay, so the values can be inserted either by SQL query, or you can also insert through this insert tab. So if I just check out with the SQL query, you have next SQL query. Okay. So I'm just inserting using the insert tab. So click on insert. So I'm entering the values for my table. So the first name that I'm going to give here is maybe Cedric. Okay. And the last name is Joel. And the username that I'm going to create here is Sedo. Okay. And employee ID, maybe I'm just going to give it as 01. Fine. Just click go. You could see here that one row has got inserted to my table. So we'll just check out how the data, the value has got inserted. So click on the table, you can see here the first name Cedric, last name Joel, the username as Sedu, and the employee ID as one, which has got inserted. You can also insert more values here. So let me insert two more values. So I'm just giving Shirin, the first name, Shirin Sam, and Shiri Sam, and as 2. Okay, the second value that I've inserted. So this also has been inserted into my table. And again, I'm going to insert another value. Maybe Ram Mar and Ram K. Okay. And the value for this is an integer value. So I'm just giving 3. Okay. So the third value also got inserted. Let me check out in the table. Wow, you can see here all the data has got inserted. Okay. So this can also be done through the SQL query. I'll just tell you what is this SQL query too. So the SQL query will be automatically generated here. Okay. So this is an SQL query which has got automatically generated. You are going to insert into my table name is employee table. You are going to insert first name, last name, username and employee ID, and the values you can pass it also here. So automatic SQL query has got generated. So where I'm going to give the values. Since my first name is character, I'm using my single quotation, and I have to use my single quotation, and I'm going to enter maybe Anand. Okay, just close it, give comma, and the next one, the last name is maybe I'm just giving it as okay, Raj, and the username is and Raj. Okay, and the last value is integer value, so I'm giving as 4 and click go. The value has got inserted. Okay, we'll check out. So you could see here the value has got inserted into the table. Okay, so this is how you create a database, and inside the database you came to know how to create a table. And after creating the table using the insert tab, we have inserted the values for the fields. Okay, and then using the SQL query, we came to know how to create, how to insert the values inside the table. Okay, So let me tell you more about this SQL query. So just click on SQL query. You have multiple SQL queries here where you can insert the data. If you click on insert, your insert query opens. You can insert the data, or you can select, or you can update, or you can delete, or you can clear the queries. Okay, so let me show you how to select a particular data. Okay, so I'm just clicking on select. So an automatic select query has been created here. So it is telling me that select star from employee table. Okay, where one? Okay, I'll just take out the condition. So I'll tell you a simple select query. So this tells me that select star from table. Okay, so star is nothing but select all from table, select everything from table. So what is my table? Employee table. Okay, so from employee table select everything. Okay, so when this query has been executed, we'll see what will be the output. So it is selecting everything here. So all the content that is there in the table has been displayed. Okay, so let me show you another example. So select, I'm just selecting only the particular content. Maybe I'm just selecting only the first name. I'm just selecting only the first name from the table. It has to show me only the first name. Okay, so click on go. So you can see here it is showing only the first name that has been inserted inside my table. Okay, let me show you with some condition. Select star from, maybe I'm going to display first name from table, where I'm just going to give employee ID is equal to say for example 1. So it should show only Cedric Joel, right? Cedric. Okay, so employee ID is 1. I'm just clicking on go. You have the first name Cedric. Okay, so this is how you use the SQL statements, SQL query statements. Okay, in such a same way you have another options also here where you can update, or you can also I told you about how to insert, and you can also update the table by inserting the values, or for more easier way you can also update it directly here. You can go to the table structure and you can also update it here. If I wanted to update my table saying that I don't want this username anymore, so you can just click on drop. Okay, so if you click on drop and just give OK, you can see there it has been dropped. The field has got deleted. Okay, so this is how you update the table. Okay, and suppose if I wanted to create one more field, maybe it might be after employee ID, or after L name I wanted to create, or otherwise employee ID I want to create another field. I wanted to bring back my username again. So you can also click here username, and my username is character and with the length 100. I'm just clicking on save. My table got altered. Okay, so just check out the table here. So you can see there the table content, I mean the new field has got entered, but there is no value inserted. Okay, so the values I've got inserted here, and since I have deleted uname, I don't have any values in the username. Okay, so my username is completely empty. So the value here for the username which has been created just now is empty. Okay, so if you wanted to delete the values inside this table, you have to go to operations, click on operation tab, just go down and click on either if you wanted to empty the table, just click on truncate, or if you wanted to delete the table, completely the table, you have to click on drop. So let me show you how to empty the table first. Okay, so the data, there's no rows in the table, so you can just see here. Okay, there's nothing in the table. Okay, you can see here. See, your table is empty now. Okay, so again, if you wanted to delete the complete table, go to the operations. Okay, click on delete the table. So okay, so your table is no more, your table has been deleted. So you have only the database and you don't have any table. Okay, and if you wanted to delete the database itself, so go to operations. You can also drop the database. Click on drop the database. Okay, your database has got deleted. Okay, so you in this course you came to know how to create a database and how to insert or how to create a table inside the database, and you came to know how to insert the values inside the table, and I taught you about selecting, I mean manipulation works in the table, and finally we came to know how to drop or how to alter the table, how to drop the table, how to truncate, and finally we deleted the database. Thank you.